There's a house down Erie Street in Lowell, Arizona, where one man and his family have experienced paranormal activity in the past. Tonight, we tell his story and investigate the palace.
What was Brophy Automotive, and we are going to the palace.
We're just here to observe and interact.
This is the crawl space our daughter used because that hallway scared the hell out of her.
There was somebody standing, just watching us.
Like a liquid, ice-cold snake pouring into my sides.
So, hello everybody, this is Justin from Project Paranormal AZ, and today we've been graciously invited into Mr. Jay Allen's home.
Welcome.
And we're here today because he's had some experiences in this house over the years, and he's just a little bit curious to see what we might find and also tell his story. So Jay, pretty much take it away.
Well, first thing, I'm so glad you guys are here because I've had ghost experiences, and for those of you out there, most of you, 99.9% don't even know who I am. I'm not a tree-hugging, ghost believer kind of guy. I mean, you got to hit me in the face with a hammer that I really know it's real. And I have had some experiences in this home. You're going to take a tour of a house that was built in 1904, and it's had a lot of souls go through this place because upstairs it was a boarding house for the miners. And so all the rooms are numbered, and it's a 100-foot hallway, and I've met a lot of old timers that said some crazy stuff went on upstairs, and several of them I had met lived there, and they're long since passed away, but they told me some crazy stories. In the years that I've lived in this house, we raised a beautiful daughter. We've been here probably, I'm guessing somewhere, I don't keep good track of time, but about 35 years or 40 years. And I've had some really strange experiences. At other times, you think it's a scary experience. It could be a door slamming, but this place is so windy, and it's dogs freak out in this place. Dogs flip out. So not all of it's really, I think, real as far as haunted, but I've had ghosts enter this body twice. I had a friend named Brian Lahr, who was a film producer, staying in my daughter's room, and as he sat down on that bed to go to sleep that night, a girl's voice said no, and he quickly changed rooms. This place has got a lot of history. I mean, again, going back to 1904, you're looking at what used to be the auto parts store for the town, and then when we go up into my residence, that was called the Palace, and that was the boarding house which many, many people lived throughout the years, especially from the 20s all the way up to the 60s. So welcome to Lowell, Arizona, and we'll take a ride. Let's check it out.
Nice to say, right?
Yeah, you know, we're leaving what was Brophy Automotive, and we are going to the Palace boarding house. So over my shoulders, you're looking at a 100-foot hallway that housed all kinds of miners and characters. I've heard that the ladies of the evening worked here. I've heard all kinds of crazy stories. But the first place I want to take you is into my living quarter, my living room, and I want to show, we have a photograph that actually shows one ghost very vividly. But if you look real close, because later I found out that we had 3 ghosts here, you'll see 2 other ones. And I hope you see that from that camera that I'm talking into. But let's see where those ghosts were standing when we took the picture, not knowing what would come out when we had it developed. Come on this way. This is the living room. This is where Mr. Brophy himself died. The legendary Mr. Brophy died over here somewhere in his 90s. But when we were remodeling this home, straight ahead with that's probably blowing the camera out, but that window right there is where the ghost was standing. And then as you look closely, you'll see at the photograph that we took, the ghost, and then next to it, it looks as if it appears to be 2 more ghosts. So it makes sense when a friend of mine who's very sensitive to ghosts and had the experience on my daughter's bed when it said no, a girl's voice said no, he said I had 3 ghosts. And that makes sense when you look at the picture. The experiences that I had with the ghosts happened in this room here. It's room number 1. This is my personal bedroom, and that's my bed. And if you look over that bed, you'll see a radio there. And you wonder, well, why is that radio there? I'm laying on this side of the bed, the left side of the bed, and in my left side, you know, where that little bit of fat sits on your hip, I felt like a liquid, ice-cold snake pouring into my side slowly, like slush. And it just freaked me out. I mean, I tightened up like a frickin' cable. And the first time it happened, I was in a real sleepy state, so I thought, well, maybe that was, you know, what was that? I wasn't totally conscious of what was happening to me. But the second time it happened, I figured it out, and I was wide awake. So I know for a fact that I.J. Allen can tell you that a ghost can enter your body, because that's exactly what happened to me. Again, on the left side, same spot, I sleep on my back, I feel ice cold slush, just like a snake slowly slithering up my side. And again, it was so horrifying. And I mean, I've done some crazy stuff in my life. I mean, I'm not a punk, but when there's something you can't see, an entity that's affecting you, it scared the living you know what out of me. And again, I tightened up, I flexed every muscle in my body from my hands to my toes, and it pushed it out. But what caused the problem with the ghosts was I beckoned them. And when I say I beckoned them, to think of them. Now try and control your thoughts and tell yourself, don't think about this. What I thought of them is when they entered my hip. I mean, so what does that mean? Is the ghost standing there, like looking at you, waiting for you to open your mind so they can enter your body? So when I go to bed at night, this is God's truth, I turn on that radio, I hit that red button on the top of the radio, and I listen to talk radio. I cannot lay there in total silence in fear that my brain will think about them and they will enter me for a third time. That's how it affected me. And it's been that's got to be 4 to 5 years ago this happened to me. So again, I'm hoping this television show can prove that maybe, and I have taken sage all over this house, in every closet and every room, and I pray that they're gone, and look, somebody told me these are spirits that don't want to be forgot. I don't want to live in privacy and not have privacy, and I don't want to think that something's just looking at me, waiting for me to open the door into my body so that it can freak me out again.
So now we're here with Andrea Allen, Jay's daughter, who grew up in this building and had her own little experiences, of course. But really, how did it feel to be in such a large building and with some of these things and feelings going on?
Well, growing up here, I was very small, so there are very large feelings and large presences here. I was never really that scared, just overwhelmed with a presence being here, and having something like that you can't introduce yourself to, that you can't be acquainted with, that it's just a stranger following you in your own home. And it was a little scary. I grew up and moved out before my dad really felt those like intimidating kind of presences here, thankfully. Not thankfully for my dad, but so I was never really scared for my life, just scared that there was something there. So when I was much younger, there used to be a house here. We called it the White House. It was a giant 2-story building that our parents' friend Joyce used to own. And me and my best friend Cassidy, we're inseparable. So pretty much all of my stories are gonna involve her. And we were over here. My mom was in the garden on the other side of the building. And my dad was away. He wasn't home at all. And we looked up at that third window up there, which is the kitchen window, and there was somebody standing just watching us. There was not really any sort of distinct features or anything like that. There was definitely somebody there, and we both kind of panicked, but you know, we were young, we were kids, we were like, all right, probably mom went back upstairs. And she was still in the garden when we went around, and we even double checked with her, were you upstairs? And she goes, no, I've been out in here gardening the whole time. So that was just an unexplainable one.
Mine and my wife's bedroom, Claudia, our room's next door. What we did was, in this closet, which you can't see because it's got my daughter's wedding dress and stuff, but we cut a hole into that closet so she could go flying through this closet, come out of my closet without ever going in the hallway if she got scared.
Wow.
And she did. Within the last month, this is the latest thing that's happened, and it makes no sense to me. But I came home, and this is my personal closet again. Forgive the messiness. I'm just like you probably. But this board right here was sitting right in the middle of my closet. There's no place where it would have fallen from. I didn't have boards laying around. I haven't been vandalized. Nothing's missing. I'm not missing any valuables. I just got a 1x6 by 24-inch board sitting in my closet. I have no clue why. Yeah. But no, it's a picture of, we were at our bar, and I took a crowd shot, and there is an entity. Here it is. Check this out. This was in Sturgis at our bar. And so I took it to a spiritualist, and I asked him, what is this? I got this from a customer. Said, man, I took a picture at your bar, and you're not going to believe what's in the crowd. And you can see that it's taller than people, and you can see its body shape here and the head shape, but then see the sweeping part. And I took it to a lady in Northern California and just asked her what she could make of it, and she said that it was being drawn up at the time of the photograph. That's where this was coming from, but that's legit. That was an alien, or I don't know what it is, but yeah. What do you guys call stuff like this?
I mean, many people say it can be anything from just a spirit capture to, maybe something demonic. It doesn't, there's no direct answer, but definitely that's not a normal looking picture.
No, it isn't. I'm glad I could find this to show you guys.
So we are about to take a tour of the building alone, into the various rooms upstairs, into the palace. A lot of stories they told that you just heard, and I'm really excited to get up there, but turning all the lights off just now made it extremely dark and creepy, so let's get on up there right now. The minute I flip those lights off, pure darkness, man. If there's anyone here, I just want you to know, this is Justin and Daniel, and we're not here to impede or do anything. We're just here to observe and interact. All right. We're in one of the closets with the hole above. Is there anyone in this building that can make their presence known? Can you touch this device with a light on it? There's something ominous about standing above a big hole that goes into the attic roof. Yeah.
Here, let me see if I can get the camera up
Yeah,
there.
go for it.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah. Did you shut this all the way?
I remember I walked past you, but you'd have to shut it.
It's cracked a little. Is there anybody there? If you're here, can you please let us know? Make a sound. Is there anybody in here? We heard you used to scare a little girl in here. That's just me. If you're here, you can come out. Touch this light. We heard you like to mess and scare a little girl in here sometimes, so much that she would run through a hole in her closet to her parents' bedroom.
Were you trying to scare her? Was that your intent? Or was it something else?
Not getting any readings on the K2 at all yet, so. Right here is the exact spot where the photo was taken for that 3 apparitions. Is there anyone in this room? And if there is, could you please come and touch this light right here on this device? Or make a sound or a noise. We saw the picture that was taken. We're going to head to the bedroom where the radio is played every night. Where... Did you hear that?
Yeah. I mean...
It could be hit someone on the road. It was just... It's sudden.
Yeah. Almost sounded like maybe like a grandfather clock chiming.
Yeah.
Almost, or something like that.
Or some kind of a...
But the only one grandfather clock I could know is that one. And if that went off right there, that'd be way louder.
Yeah, way louder. Is there anything in this room right now that still messes with Jay? Make your presence known. I'm not getting a sense for anything right now.
Since they said they saw
somebody
apparitions walking
by, yeah. And I'm trying to think if they saw, I don't know if they said they saw it from inside here or outside.
I believe they said they saw it from the outside.
Is there anything that is here with us right now that can make this device go off and make your presence known? I had just saw, very faintly, but I saw the meter go off. Is there somebody here right now? I mean, it was literally right here in this area. And then now I'm not getting any duplication. I'm not getting any. There's nothing. Okay, wait. There could be something of an electromagnetic below right here, because as you see, we've got a constant feed of it, and if I lay it flat, it stays lit up. So there's probably some sort of electrical line or something of that nature right under here, either under the stairs, because it's staying consistent. All right, so now we join back up with Andy and her husband, who's joining along with us, Preston.
Hello.
And are you pretty excited to be doing this?
I'm very excited to be here. Yeah, excited to tag along and be on the ride with you guys.
And so basically what we're going to be doing is going in a couple of rooms, doing some questions, and it's great that we have Andy here because she grew up in this house. So if there's anything still here, who's more familiar with
to
this?
me.
Yeah, or it can remember her. So, and just, we have a couple hands on deck here, and we're going to do some more EMF detection. We'll do some pictures they're going to take, and also some EVP recordings if we can do that, and just ask some questions and feel our way through the house.
Is there anything still in this building or in this room? If you are, could you please speak up?
Just gonna chill. Full body chill. Sorry.
No, speak up.
I'm sweating and I gotta
You
chill.
gotta chill. This device here, you can come towards that light or speak into this device. If you're not in this room, but you're in the building, can you make a sound, a noise?
Can I try something real quick?
Absolutely.
And the closet was a safe space though, so.
Alright, so right now, we're all gonna leave. Andy will be here alone.
This room makes me uncomfortable. I'm not really sure what to say in this room. I haven't spent a lot of time in this room. Except for when my grandma lived in here, I would come hang out with her, but even then she would be where the party was, basically. Very social. I don't care for this room. I'm very sorry if that offends you, if this was your room. It's a lovely room. I just don't feel very comfortable in it. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but the string that goes to the light in the attic is swaying back and forth. Alright, I'm done. I can't. Alright, I'm done. I can't. The string from the attic is swaying back and forth.
Is there any air coming from up there?
It's hard to tell because the thing is that the line is so long
Yeah.
that it goes high, and there
So
could be a
it-
draft from up there that's, you know, basically it's coming down. But like right now, I mean it's moving just a little. But how much did it swing? Like big time swing, or
Not
just?
big, but it looked like it was kind of spinning and swinging.
Gotcha. And it's not doing that right now. So we're in this room where you attacked Jay, or Jay felt attacked. If you're in here or you're still in this building, can you tell us why? Why did you try to enter his body? If you are still here and you did that, you need to leave him alone. Sounds like a spirit box.
Right?
You would think he would have had it already set to.
Well, I think that's what he wants it set to.
The contract not to flow sure closely.
Sorry, but it just changed channels on me.
Yeah, it did.
Did you guys see that?
I didn't. You did though? You saw
Yeah, I had it on 1080 and it changed to
Her
1070.
hand was off.
Yeah.
And it changed.
Try that.
So I think it might be cool to kind of like maybe.
What's going on?
It's probably that is it that area right there? Whoa, it's getting faster.
Haunted by.
Oh wait, I'm getting it right here. But yeah, there's something. Wait. Oh, That might be it right there. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Debunked. Debunked. You just got punked. EVP reporting quickly in the basement. So we're down in the basement right now. There's not really any known activity, but we just thought we'd come down and do a minor sweep of EVP and EMF readings down here just to cover our bases. Oh my god, there's a smell in here of earth. But it's really strong, really pungent. Is there anyone or anything down here with us right now? Make your presence known. See, I don't like it down here. Mm-mm. I don't like the smell. I don't like the feel. I don't like this town is all clustered, which is normal. I mean, that's fine, but I don't like it down here.
We concluded the night by finishing up in the basement and then rounding up any of the pictures we had taken on site, combing through pictures also later to see if we saw anything of significance. Overall, we had little to no activity, but what remains is the stories told by this family and what has transpired. Could something still be here, lying in wait, dormant, or has it moved on?
Alright, and that's going to conclude another episode of Project Paranormal AZ. Just want to say a huge thanks to Jay for allowing us to come into his home and investigate tonight. And also thank you to everyone who has been watching our channel and checking us out. And until the next episode, stay paranormal.